Welcome to Indonesia Compared. This time we will continue our comparison of the rail transport system between Philippines and Indonesia. For this second part, we will talk about the ongoing metro commuter rail projects in both countries. But only projects that already entered construction stage will be covered. Now, let's find out. Jakarta Mrt is on track to begin operating from March next year. This will give more than 170,000 commuters daily the opportunity to avoid the capital's horrendous traffic jams. The service will comprise of 16 train sets with 6 train car that will run in 5-minute intervals during rush hour and 10 minutes during other times. Over 96% of the 15.7 kilometers route, with 13 stations along the way, with 7 elevated stations and 6 underground stations, was completed by the end of last month. Jakarta Mrt will use electric multiple units produced by Japan, with automatic train operation. It will also use the communications-based train control signaling system. The MRT network runs from the densely populated residential area in the south of Jakarta to the city center, where prime office buildings and 5-star hotels are located. The Jakarta Mrt is expected to stretch across over 108 kilometers, including 21.7 kilometers for the north-south line that will be completed next year, and 87 kilometers for east-west line. The MRT service will reduce the travel time to the city center from 1.5 hours to only 30 minutes. Jakarta Lrt is a light metro system currently under construction in the capital city of Indonesia. Built by the Jakarta provincial government to tackle the infamous traffic congestion. Eight sets of LRT unit that consist of 16 train wagons had been shipped from South Korea. The wagons are currently under rigorous testing and trial run before officially introduced to the public. Unlike the MRT and commuter line, Jakarta Lrt only accommodates 40 seats for each wagon. Meanwhile, the rolling stock is able to accommodate 270 passengers at the very most. Jakarta provincial government plans 7 routes for LRT within the city, with the first 5.8 kilometers of the first route connecting the Kelapa Gading to Velodrome station to be complete by early 2019. The interior of the Jakarta Lrt rolling stock exudes a modern, yet minimalist vibe based on the white paint covering the walls of the train and stainless steel seats. Once fully operational, the first 5.8 kilometers line would be capable of transporting more than 20,000 passengers daily. When completed, the LRT will link up with other public transportation systems like the existing Trans-Jakarta commuter line and the MRT. The Greater Jakarta Lrt is a light metro system currently under construction in Jakarta and the adjacent province of West Java. This project is built by the central government to ease Jakarta's infamous traffic congestion and give better commuting access to Jakarta city center with its suburbs in Greater Jakarta. Funding-wise, the Greater Jakarta Lrt is separate from the Jakarta Lrt, even though their services will be interconnected. Construction on the first phase of the Greater Jakarta Lrt connecting Cibubur to Cawang has reached 75% as of November, and trial run have been planned for April 2019. With Cawang serves as a major hub for the LRT, the construction on 2 lines connecting it to East Bekasi and Central Jakarta are also ongoing, and both are targeted to be operated in 2019 as well. "186 train cars would be operated along the Greater Jakarta Light Rail Network, which is currently being manufactured by the state-owned train producer, PT Inka Incorporated. This train is said will be more advanced compared to the previous unit currently used in Palembang. The train will be operated by operator for its first 2 years, but will be autonomous for the rest of its services. This project aimed to resolve about 20 grade crossing conflicts in the crowded central business district of Jakarta City. The double track project connecting Manggarai to Cikarang will be completed in 2019 with a total length of 35.8 kilometers. Double track project will create additional double tracks to separate commuter line and inner-city services on a congested corridor, to enhance transport capacity and increase operational efficiency for 2 railway lines by double tracking, to separate the commuter from Java inner-city line in the section where the 2 share the same rail tracks. The double track project also include the construction of Manggarai Central Station, that will become the hub for commuter and intercity train service. This station will have 3 floors that will serve 18 lanes. First floor will be used for commuter line serving 4 lanes to Bekasi and 4 lanes for airport train. Second floor will be used for commercial area and passenger service, while the third floor will serve 4 lanes for commuter lines to Tanah and 6 lanes for long-distance train. The project also includes electrification from Bekasi Station to Cikarang Station. This is expected to increase transport capacity in response to the expanding commuting zone. More train stations will also be added or upgraded along the way to give better service and to reach wider communities. We're done with Indonesia. Now, let's talk about the Philippines. The Manila Mrt-7 is an under-construction rapid transit line in the Philippines. When completed, the line will have 22.8 kilometers long, served by 14 stations. The line runs in a southwest direction, beginning at San Jose del Monte up to the under-construction Unified Grand Central Station, located in North Avenue, Quezon City. MRT Line 7 will traverse Quezon City and Caloocan in Metro Manila, and is envisioned to spur business and commerce at its intermodal terminal station in San Jose del Monte. MRT Line 7 will be operated with 108 cars, in a 3-car configuration. Hyundai Rotem was awarded a $440 million contract to supply 108 Metro cars, which will be configured into 36 train sets. As of June 2018, 45 out of 108 train cars have been completed but cannot be delivered from South Korea due to the non-availability of a depot. The train sets are expected to be delivered by the second half of 2019. The Philippine government have purchased 7 new train sets from Indonesian state-owned company, Inka Incorporated, for the PNR, in May 2018. The 2 parties have signed contract for supply, delivery, testing and commissioning of 3 diesel hydraulic locomotive train sets, and 4 diesel multiple-unit train sets, worth 2.37 billion peso. This purchase was made just 3 months after PNR signed a 483.5 million peso contract for 2 new train sets from Indonesia in January 2018. The DHL, with a contract price of 1.306 billion peso, each has 5 coaches per train set and can carry 1,330 passengers per trip. While the slightly cheaper DMU train set, which has a contract price of 1.071 billion peso, each has a 4-car system and can accommodate 1,090 passengers. The DHLs was the solution to rail service interruptions on rainy season and typhoons, as they can wade floodwaters up to 20 inches from top of the rail. This was the first time in 40 years that the PNR purchased new trains using its own budget, after receiving a 3.5 billion peso budget in 2018. The 3 DHL trains and 4 DMUs will be delivered to the Philippines between mid-2019 to January 2020. The East Extension project is the currently under construction eastward extension of LRT Line 2, which adds 4 km of new line. Starting from the eastern terminus of San Olan Station in Marikina up to Masinag and Antipolo. The extension calls for 2 additional stations, which are Emerald Station and Masinag Station. The project aims to accommodate an additional 80,000 passengers and reduce traffic congestion along Marcos Highway. When the project is completed, it will reduce travel time from Recto to Masinag from 3 hours to only 40 minutes. By 2019, the LRT2 is expected to be able to run from Masinag all the way to Manila City, catering to more than 315,000 passengers daily. A total of 48 Mrt train car were delivered to the Philippines in 2016, but were not deployed due to compatibility issues. Currently, only 2 train sets composed of 3 coaches is deployed during off-peak hours, as part of its ongoing 1,000-kilometer test run to ensure its safety. The new trains were bought to expand and augment the rapidly deteriorating light rail system. However, they sat unused in the MRT3 depot for 3 years, after the trains were deemed incompatible for the MRT line when they arrived in 2016. The first train set was rolled out on October, and has finished its 150-hour battery test last November, while the second train set was rolled out on December 2018. This progress was widely seen by the public with cautious optimism that the glitch-marred MRT3 system could be improved. But so far, only 14 train cars have completed the 1,000 kilometers test run. The Unified Grand Central Station is a central station that will connect LRT1, MRT3, the southern terminus of the under-construction MRT7, and in the future, the Metro Manila subway. The station is planned to be located at the corner of EDSA and North Avenue. 3 areas were designated for the project. Area A, which will host a platform and concourse for LRT1 and MRT3, will be developed by the Department of Transportation. Area B, which covers 2 concourses that will connect Area A and C, will be developed by NTDCC, while San Miguel Corporation will develop and finance Area C, which will host the MRT7 platform. Construction of the station began within 2017 and is planned to be completed in the last quarter of 2019. So that's conclude the comparison of the ongoing metro commuter rail projects on 2018 in Philippines and Indonesia. But more comparison video would be made for the ongoing and future long-distance rail projects. So stay tuned for the part 3. Meanwhile, please like and subscribe for more Indonesian comparison videos. And thanks for watching.